You probably thought I forgot about this series of answering your questions. I had asked you about a month and a half ago, what are your burning questions? I'm going to be answering some of them today. Get ready. I am Lawna. I have pulmonary, arterial hypertension, and congestive heart failure. Go me. I did not find out that I had this condition until I was 33 years old, and I was pretty much dead at the time, and I didn't receive my diagnosis until a few months later. I'm doing a lot better. I'm not doing overly well, but I mean, I'm doing a lot better than I was back then. I am medicated now. I am on quite a few different medications, and that's just the way it goes with pulmonary arterial hypertension. I can hear my baby and my husband outside. I want to go play with them. Anyway, one of the questions that I got, and I'm going to look here. I don't have the best luck with technology. I just fought with my equipment so that I could hold my camera, and now I'm going to fight with my computer. This happens on a daily basis, don't worry. Normal shit. I didn't want this to be a long video. It appears that it's going to be. Okay, so the first question that I have, and I'm going to answer 2 or 3 at a time each video, so that's how we're going to go. Is your pulmonary arterial hypertension and congestive heart failure hereditary? This is a great question. So to break it down, my pulmonary arterial hypertension is not hereditary. So no need to worry about that. And no, there's no worries that that's going to be passed down the line. However, my congenital heart defect is. However, my had a hole in my heart that didn't close properly after birth. We all have this hole in our heart, but mine just didn't close the way that it was supposed to. So my baby might have that, and we're monitoring that closely. It's good that we're aware of it right now, so that's not a problem. She's almost 16 months old at this point, be able to assess whether she has that, and we'll be able to do something about it. The fact that we are monitoring it and we're aware of it, unlike me, she probably will have greater chances of not developing PAH or PH. So even if she does have this, it doesn't mean that she's going to face the challenges that I have or have the life prognosis or life expectancy that I have. Each case is very, very different, and the advancements in medicine right now are so incredible. I wouldn't be sitting here doing this video if it weren't for the advancements in medicine. So, yeah, we're just taking things one step at a time and really focusing on really focusing on care and love and what we can provide every single day for her. So, yeah. How do you suggest that people advocate for themselves in their healthcare situation? So first off, I want to emphasize that nothing I say is something that I think that people should do. What works for one person might not work for another, and it's very individual, and I would like people to really understand that. I am not a medical professional. I don't have that training, so I can only speak from my own experience and what worked for me. That said, if you're looking to advocate for yourself, I think the best place to start is by learning your condition, or what are the ins and outs of it. So you need to become your own health expert, and that means on your own condition, right? So without diving into the bottomless pit of Google and making yourself upset or getting into like this or going down this rabbit hole that isn't going to serve you and will lead to really unnecessary stress. Connect with your healthcare team, figure out where you can find resources that are credible and where they suggest you get your information from. Make sure that you have about 2 to 3, I would suggest 5, but that may be going overboard depending on your condition, especially if it's rare like mine is. So ask them for the reliable source. Be really attuned to your body. I had let myself get really out of hand, and I didn't know my body anymore. I didn't know my health. I didn't know anything, and it's really sad actually how I had put that to the wayside. But there's things that I can do better now, so I try not to dwell on that fact, but I try to note changes that I'm feeling over time. So Excel has become my best friend, become your best friend too. I really try to do all the things, like I really try to keep my diet on track, and I monitor my diet through the Excel. I do my blood pressure, my blood oxygen, I do my medications that I'm taking, how they're making me feel, and all of that good stuff. And then every 2 to 4 weeks, I will go through the information on that Excel and find trends. If you're not good at that, maybe you have somebody in your life who is, and just collect the data and make sure that you're noting trends. Are you feeling better? Are you feeling worse? Is there something that is out of whack, right? And just make sure that that's noted, because this information can really help your healthcare team provide the best care that they can, because they have all the facts right there. They don't have to go searching. They don't have to ask you a bunch of questions. It's all in that spreadsheet. So I think that helps us make more informed choices and helps us become more involved in our care. Sometimes I think people really expect too much from their healthcare team, and they really want them to go searching for things, and that's really hard. It's hard for primary care physicians to have the time to do that, so you can really help them out by participating in this way. I think, yeah, so it's basically like consistent record keeping, track those metrics, really set reminders. So your medication reminders, set a reminder to track your blood pressure or whatever it is, your sodium intake. That's what I have to track, and communicate with your healthcare team regularly. I really have a hard time with this one, and most of the time it's Ilya that helps me with that. But if you're having a hard time really participating actively in your healthcare, ask somebody to be a part of it. Ask them to do the updates with your healthcare team, the medication refills, those kinds of things. Because if I didn't have Ilya, I don't know how my progress would be right now. I probably wouldn't have made it this far. I think it's important to have mindful reflection on your condition and what's going on with your mental health. Having a chronic illness is very difficult on our mental health, and we have to pay more attention to it. So journaling and taking little notes or going to a therapist can really support in that process of making sure that we're at our best. And the one that I think like stands out the most to me is stay organized with things. Folders and files. I have files that I have in like this fireproof case so that all the medical records get printed out and put in there. I don't want anything just on electronics. I don't just want it sent to my doctor. I want to have a copy of it so that I can take it wherever I need to go. If I need to hire a specialist or if I need to do other things like that, we can do that. And I share my journey with my caregivers, right? Like I have 2 caregivers and I need to make them a part of it. I need to keep them up to date. They probably have more knowledge than I do at this point, and maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing, but that's what works for me. They have access to this information. They have it on a cloud file so that they can look at it in their free time if they so choose. Sounds so ridiculous, but anyway, yeah, just monitor. Monitoring your health doesn't need to be overwhelming. Yes, it can be, and definitely in the beginning it is. But as you start going on, if you have time to do that, lifespan to do it, just small, consistent steps, you're going to be just fine. I promise you that. And soon it'll become a routine that really empowers your journey and all of that good stuff. Yeah, that's how I manage my health proactively, or get my caregivers to monitor my health proactively. And I think that will be all for this video. If you enjoy this kind of content, please hit that subscribe button. I don't have a regular schedule of posting right now, but hopefully in the near future I will. We talk about everything chronic illness, mental health, life-related mom stuff sometimes, and I'm hoping that my partner will end up doing some more videos in the near future as well, so that there's that caregiver, like significant other piece of it that is missing from this channel. So yeah, that is about it. Thank you for joining in. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Tell me where you're at in your journey. Do you have a chronic illness? Do you not have a chronic illness? Do you care for somebody with a chronic illness? I want to know what's going on in your life, and I will be back with another video very soon. Much light, love, and good vibes. Peace.